Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin. You see the title. It is finally time. I am doing a twice week. I'm very excited. The videos are going to be uploaded at the same time every day this week. We're starting off day one with a guide. Who is Twice? A dive into the living legends. So, I'm sure you've already heard this before if you've watched any of my other Twice reactions, but this is the very first K-pop group I ever heard. Likey by Twice was the very first K-pop song I ever heard, and then I listened to TT and a few of their other songs. So I've heard a lot, probably the majority of their title tracks. B-sides, haven't heard really any of them. Japanese songs, I've heard a couple of them. Subunits, no idea. Solo songs, Nyan, I've heard hers. Don't know if anyone else has a solo. Um, I've always liked Twice. I've always liked their music. I know the members' names, but I don't know everyone's faces, right? So I don't know who's who, but like I know some members. Like I know Nyan, I know Jonghyun, but those are pretty much the only two that I could probably get every single time. Um, Twice is kind of a group that I avoided, which is weird because they're the first group I ever heard, but they were kind of intimidating because they've been around for so long. They have so many songs. They have such a big fandom. It's kind of felt intimidating or overwhelming. Like I didn't know where to start. And if you've watched my reactions before, I tend to deep dive. And when I start to get into something, I tend to over obsess. And so I'm trying not to do that. I'm pre recording all of this in advance. Um, but yeah, that's the plan for today. We're going to watch Who is Twice? A Dive into the Living Legends. This is a guide by Jay Tsu. So I'm excited to check this out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already so that you don't miss any of the Twice videos for Twice Week. Feel free to check out my Twice playlist if you want to see my previous reactions to kind of get an idea of what I've already seen. And yeah, this is going to be a long one. The video is like 47 minutes long. So get comfortable. We're going to learn about Twice. Let's go. All right, y'all. This is Who is Twice? A dive into the living legends. It is a 47-minute guide, so buckle up. Hope you have a snack. And I know that 47 minutes is not going to be long enough for this. But anyway, let's go. Oh, wow.
Twice is a 9-member girl group, and they were formed by the K-pop company JYP.
Hello,
Now,
sir.
JYP is a powerhouse company in K-pop, being one of the first formed in 1997 and contributing to the formation of K-pop as a whole. It's home to many famous groups, but their girl groups have always been extraordinarily successful, such as Wonder Girls, Miss A, ITZY, NiziU, and now their latest girl group.
Iconic.
Standing tall above these, however, is their strongest pillar.
Okay, so first of all, this is going to be easier for me to watch because it's voiceovered. I know that's a minor thing, but a lot of times guides are like robot voice, and sometimes that can be distracting or whatever. This is has a human touch to it, obviously, because the creator, I'm assuming the person's voice is the person who made the video, is narrating it, and I think that's very nice. So anyway, let's go.
JYP Entertainment was struggling in 2015, being at an all-time low monetarily and attention-wise after the disbandment of their then most successful groups, leaving a huge hole to fill. They decided to form a survival show,
16 with JYP.
16.
a bit like American Idol or X Factor, to find their next big group, whereby 16 girls were voted off over time until 7 were left.
So here's what I know about 16. I don't know anything about it. I know that it was a survival show, and I know that one of the members was like voted off, but then JYP brought her back because of her dedication and personality, and like she just had that spark. And he was like, no, she needs to be in the group. I think it was Momo. I'm pretty sure it was Momo. Because I remember seeing something about like her dancing was so good, but she was eliminated and then brought back. But I'm sure the guide will talk about it.
The challenges included photo shoots, dancing, singing, personality-related challenges, and public engagement. It was a harsh survival show and caused upset many a time throughout the series with insulting comments and surprise eliminations.
You
Now, I
look.
previously
Wait,
mentioned
hold on. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Is this worth watching, or is this hard to watch? Because some of the survival shows are hard to watch.
it was a harsh survival show and caused upset many a time throughout the series with insulting comments and surprise eliminations.
You look fat.
Now, I previously mentioned that 7 girls were left when Twice is currently a girl group of 9. This is because 2 girls who got eliminated during the show
Oh, there
brought
were
back
2.
for the final, which we will discuss soon when talking about the members. Before we get to them though, I want to quickly touch on some information that you might find interesting. Twice are the highest selling K-pop girl group ever, selling 50 million album copies between Japan and Korea alone, as well as being the fastest K-pop group to surpass 1, 2, 3 and 4 billion streams on Spotify.
Okay.
They were also the first K-pop group to have a J-line or Japanese line, meaning having 2 or more Japanese members.
Okay.
Twice having 3, which actually revived the Hallyu Wave or popularity of Korean culture in Japan, as well as relieving political and public tension, showcasing Twice's importance as a top group in K-pop and Korea's history.
And they do have, correct me if I'm wrong, this video was made 6 months ago, but since this video haven't they debuted, like didn't they come out with an official subunit? I think they have a song called Marshmallow or something like that. I remember when that came out. Obviously I haven't reacted to it, but I think they have an official subunit now.
Now, let me introduce you to all 9 members.
All right, let's go.
Nayeon is the oldest in Twice.
I know her.
She sums up the group as a whole with her youthfulness, vocals, and public appeal. She starts and ends most of Twice's songs, sings a lot of the high notes.
Oh, that's Nayeon.
Sings a lot of their choruses, and also writes numerous songs for the group.
Oh, she's a writer?
She's the face of the group, and the one the public usually think of first upon hearing Twice's name.
Yeah.
Nayeon is known for her virality. Everything she uses or does goes viral in an instant.
Oh my gosh, her
Nayeon has
cheeks.
the biggest
Oh my gosh.
tendency out of all the members to spoil every single project or album the group have upcoming.
Oh,
and she
she's
loves
just
it.
like me.
She will tease her fans months before an announcement even comes out. Also, at the time of this video, she's the only member to have her solo debut with
Pop,
Pop,
Pop, Pop.
a self-titled album in Nayeon.
So I've reacted to Pop. I haven't reacted to the album, but that song is so good. And I think she has a song with Felix from Stray Kids. I think that he's on her album.
Solo debut with Pop and self-titled album in Nayeon.
Nayeon.
Jonghyun is a motherly figure in Twice. She has intimate relationships with all of the members.
That's my bias. Since day one, since the first time I ever saw Twice, I was like drawn to her immediately. So, and even though I don't know much about all their personalities, like I still love her. So that's my bias.
Caring for them, cleaning up for them, cooking for them, and it's definitely one of the factors in keeping the girls as close as they are to
She's
each
a
other.
mama.
Do not be fooled though, because once a challenge heads her way, she will not be afraid to knock anyone down in her sight.
Oh, but she's also
Her
savage.
vocal ability is one of the best in Twice and is up there in K-pop, being incredibly rich, stable, and distinct. She has a huge heart, volunteering a lot of her time to various
Oh,
dog
she's
and
an animal
shelters
lover.
to help out in times of need. During Twice's early days, she was most identifiable by her tomboy look,
Yeah.
which was chosen for her by the company. Although in recent times, she gained control of her image and individuality
Oh.
and started to reverse it in a way that she wanted to.
Oh,
And
so
she
that's
looks
not actually. I just kind of assumed that she was. I just kind of assumed that she wanted to have this short hair, and I remember her like when she was Pinocchio in the TT music video and skateboarding in the Likey music video. I just kind of thought she was like the tomboy of the group, but I guess that was like a marketing thing. Okay. Maybe she's like super girly, and I don't know. I love her though.
which was chosen for her by the company. Although in recent times, she gained control of her image and individuality and started to reverse it in a way that she wanted to. And she looks amazing either way.
Yeah, she does.
Unfortunately, Jonghyun also went on hiatus or break in October of 2020 to focus on her mental health and neck injury that lasted 3 months.
Oh,
Then
neck
not
injury.
long after, entered her second hiatus, which lasted most of the last half of 2021. Jonghyun cared for her fans and Twice so much so that during both hiatuses, she still gathered up the courage to participate in numerous music videos, although not performing. She was the second member to do this and is now happily and healthily back participating with the girls.
I didn't know though. So I knew that she was on a hiatus, that she had been on a hiatus in the past. I didn't know it was two times. And I didn't know that she actually had like a neck injury. I thought it was all like mental related, but I think it's really sweet that she still, regardless of what she was going through, she still made it a point to be in the videos and be there so that the fans could still see her and like know that, you know, she was still doing okay.
Momo is a member who was not originally in Twice's lineup and was
Momo.
added at the end. She was brought back as the staff unanimously decided she was the most hardworking and committed to the show and did not deserve to be voted off prior.
Oh,
She is one of the 3 Japanese members in Twice, although I don't think Japanese is a strong suit anymore.
かなみさん
oh no.
ちょっとちょっとなんだすいません
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
白鳥が巻いてるようなで待ってるように
Though something not to laugh at is her dancing skills. She's the main dancer of Twice, and when I
ma'am.
say main, I mean main. She can do multiple types of dance after training since she was just 3 years old. She's highly respected among all dance instructors and
Oh, listen, that's my ultimate bias. Hyoyeon Girls' Generation. That's like my one girl. That's my one girl. If I could only pick one, it would be Hyoyeon. So if she says that Momo's a good dancer, okay, the queen has spoken.
training since she was just 3 years old. She's highly respected among all dance instructors and idols for her talent and is always battling for the top
Momo
spots
in
whenever a dance
Chungha.
discussion is brought about. Her stage presence is incredible and she always gives the most when she's performing. And be careful when
She's
she
also
performs
serving
Hello
face
because
and body.
you will pass out. Momo's traits don't stop here though. In every situation,
Look at her
she's
face.
always hilariously 10 steps behind.
Listen, it's because
Sana is the
she might be just processing it in her brain. Okay, I can relate to that. 10 steps behind.
steps behind. Sana is the second Japanese member in Twice along with Momo. Now Sana is a girl of duality. She can go from cute to sexy in a matter of seconds and it is not good for my heart.
Oh.
She's also the most affectionate member, making sure to stress everyone else out when she gets close. Sana also sings a lot of the choruses in Twice's songs, most likely due to her captivating voice.
Oh. I feel like she could also be the face of the group, honestly, because like her visual, all of their visuals are very strong, but I feel like she is in the center a lot, or at least maybe it's just that I notice her a lot. But yeah, she's very pretty.
And potential to make most lines she sings into viral moments. Sana is probably the biggest extrovert in Twice and will
Oh.
not hesitate to make friends with anyone she sees. She probably
Okay,
has the most
can't
idol
relate.
friends outside of Twice, and she's constantly full of energy. When her and
Oh, her and Bang Chan. Well, that's not that big of a stretch. They're in the same company. But hold on.
Gio pair up idol friends outside of Twice, and she's constantly full of energy.
Oh, look at her. What is this? Changbin, Sana, Bang Chan with the leather jacket. What is this? Was this like a podcast, a video? Were they doing a song together?
When her and Gio pair up together, whoever is in the vicinity better start running because they will bombard with pure energy.
Oh,
Gio is the voice of Twice. Her
Oh.
vocal ability is outstanding and is without a doubt the best in Twice.
oh. Okay, so she's main vocalist.
There is never a moment of flaw when she's singing live, and that truly demands a lot of respect. Her dancing is nothing to ignore either, being up there as one of the best dancers in Twice. If Momo gives her all, then Gio gives just as much. And when them two are on stage together alone, the power is unmatched.
I want to hear more of her lower range because like she does seem to have like a more mature sounding voice. I want to hear more of like the lower end of her range, but yeah, I do like her voice.
She has also composed 2 tracks for Twice and has numerous solo OSTs for popular K-dramas.
Oh.
Gio was also unanimously voted as the leader by all the girls of Twice.
Oh, she's the
She
leader.
knows them inside
Okay.
and out and knows how to deal with every type of situation a member or the group faces. She is the glue. This is most likely due to her long training period of 10 years prior to
10
becoming an
years,
idol,
wow.
which perfectly set her up to become the leader of a worldwide sensation today. She is without a doubt the most competitive member of the group, and when
Look at
her,
her face.
Nayeon and Jonghyun go up against each other in any type of challenge, a war has started.
Oh, we're competitive.
Mina is the 3rd Japanese member along with Sana and Momo. Although opposing to them, she is definitely the most introverted idol in Twice and most definitely within K-pop. She finds comfort in gaming, being alone off camera, but also has an immense love for her members and never fails to do any daytime activities or hobbies with them. Don't be fooled though, because she is not camera shy at all. Mina also embodies elegance in her singing, talking and dancing.
I want you to know that I'm love I'm living, 'cause I miss the snow till I feel we're freezing. Yeah, you are my home for a season, so come on, let's go.
And the dancing side
Her
is
voice
most-
is very soft and pretty. It's smooth too.
So come on, let's go.
And the dancing side is most definitely due to the fact she trained as a ballerina for 11 years before joining Twice.
Yeah,
And
she's
I would
like
kill to see
elegant,
more of it
graceful.
implemented into Twice's dances or a solo project. Another thing not to be fooled about is Mina's duality, because
Oh, is she the one that was killing people at the concert? I remember when they did their last tour, I remember seeing clips on Twitter of people dying because she was.
just like Sana, she could switch up at any moment, especially when she enters American soil.
America, yeah.
Now, unfortunately, Mina was the first member of Twice to go on a hiatus, starting at the end of 2019 and lasting a year due to severe anxiety, having to miss out on their Twice Lights World Tour.
Oh,
This news was massive as hiatuses and mental health in K-pop has always been overlooked. But
Yeah.
coming from a group as big as Twice completely changed the game, and other companies later followed suit when similar occurred with their artists. It marked a new movement in the K-pop world. Mina also gathered the courage to appear in Twice's comeback at the time, but did not perform either. She's also back and better than ever with the girls.
good. Yeah, that's good. A lot of times, introversion and anxiety and mental health are all kind of connected. And so, like me, as someone who is an introvert, also with generalized anxiety disorder, I can't even imagine being on that level. I mean, the good thing is that she has her members and she's not truly like by herself. She's always got that support around her. But I still can't even imagine the amount of pressure and anxiety. Oof, that's got to be tough. But I'm glad she's back now and she says she's doing better, so that's good.
Daeyeon is the funniest idol in existence.
Oh,
No one could put a show on more than her. Can they dance like this? Sing like this?
what does she do? She's the one that dabs, right? She's one of the rappers, right?
No one could put a show on more than her. Can they dance like this? Sing like this?
Oh
Move
my
like
god.
this? I didn't think so.
Oh my god, what? No, get that off the screen. That's cursed.
Although, whilst being incredibly goofy, Daeyeon can switch to serious in a matter of seconds, which is a top quality. She has also written the most amount of songs out of all the Twice members.
Okay, so these are some of the songs she's written. I don't think I've heard any of these, have I? I think these are all B-sides.
songs. Dahyun plays the piano exceptionally well.
I
and
did
one
know
of her
that.
favourite pastimes is to upload covers for Once's, Twice's fans. Either to their YouTube channel or a private chat service. Dahyun also is noticeably the rapper of Twice, but has a beautiful voice and can exchange roles as well as she can her demeanour. Similar to Nayeon, Dahyun loves to inform us about upcoming comebacks, but in the most unconventional way possible. If she changes her hair colour, you know a song is coming.
Oh, is that canon? Is that
Chaeyoung
lore?
is without a doubt the ace in Twice.
Chaeyoung. So I think sometimes I get her in Chewy. I think sometimes I get Cheon and Chewy mixed up.
Chaeyoung is without a doubt the ace in
Chaeyoung.
Twice. She raps, sings and dances each incredibly well. In
Oh, I
Twice's
love that
early days,
top.
she was focused mostly on rapping.
Oh, she's the one that has like a little bit of a lisp, I think. I really like her singing voice.
With hardly any time to showcase her vocal talent, as well as being shy about it. But in recent years, JYP has let her show this off after finding success in the first time she sung a title track whilst covering for Mina during her hiatus.
But I'm forever flying by you.
Yeah, I like her voice.
By you.
Since then, she has not looked back and continues to sing in most of Twice's songs now. Chaeyoung is also the free bird of Twice and has a very cool and calm personality. She writes poetry, she paints, she does pottery, she composes.
So the video's a little choppy at some points, but I think it's the video. I don't think it's my computer. If it's my computer, my bad. But yeah, she kind of does have like a carefree, kind of like a rebellious, like a rebel energy that I really like.
Personality. She writes poetry.
She might be like the
paints, she does
edgiest member,
pottery,
maybe?
She composes. She sometimes dresses the members, and she's the only member to have tattoos, and numerous of them. This cool
those
and
are
calm
real.
personality rubs off on the members a lot, who rely on her when wanting to chill out.
I
or
thought those
take a
were
break.
fake.
She's a breath of fresh air. Chewy is the youngest member in Twice.
Why would I get them confused? They don't look anything alike. I think I just must have mixed up their names. Okay, Chewy. For some reason, I always thought that Chewy was the rapper, but it's Chaeyoung
Members a lot, who rely on her when wanting to chill out or take a break.
and Dahyun.
She's a breath of fresh air. Chewy is
All
the
right.
youngest member in Twice. She is also Taiwanese and speaks Chinese as her first language,
Oh.
completing the 4 of the 4 foreign members.
I didn't know
All
that.
of Twice are insanely beautiful, but Chewy is the visual.
Okay, so she's the maknae, the visual. She's Taiwanese. Chinese is her first language.
She captivates anyone who walks in her aura.
Supermodel.
She was the second member who was not in the original lineup and added at the end like Momo. Chewy was added due to popular demand of the audience and due to JYP himself saying that she improved the most throughout the show, which has reigned true still to this day as she
Aw.
continues to reach new heights artistically every day.
Best hair flip. Oh. She's a
If you
Swiftie.
look back at 16 to now, you can see an immense.
That's Taylor Swift's song, right?
If you look back at 16 to now, you can see an immense jump in maturity, talent, and individualism.
Well, yeah, I mean, she looks like a baby
Something that truly makes her
back
shine
then.
now. Chewy also captivates during her dancing with a charming stage presence and great fluidity after training in dance from a young age as well.
How many views does that fan cam have? I guarantee you it's probably millions.
She is also known as the Angel in Korea, and not just for her selfless personality and respect towards every living being, but due to her charity work like Jonghyun. Chewy
Aw.
also volunteers at numerous dog shelters and donated over $40,000 equivalent worth of aid and respirators to Korea and China during COVID. Chewy also never fails to make Twice laugh, whether it be on purpose or by accident. She also speaks 4 languages, 2 fluently, Chinese and Korean,
首先非常感谢 这么喜欢我们的舞蹈，还有也非常支持我们，感谢。
And two well enough to hold a conversation, English and Japanese.
To challenge ourselves and break more barriers on words.
So she's like super smart. She has to be super intelligent.
We want to express our gratitude towards everyone who stands by our side in this journey, especially our fans once.
She truly has too many great qualities for one idol.
Oh, it's gonna take me a while to get all of their names.
JYP had big plans years ahead of Twice's debut, and many still undermine the extent of the company's planning. JYP wanted their concept to be healthy in reference to the mind, body and beauty, which still reigns true to this day.
With taking
a
off their
heavy focus
makeup.
on colour pop and electro pop, covering a lot of their discography, especially in the early days, often resulting in them being lumped into nothing more than cute and bubbly.
Well-
But that is not the limit of Twice's musicality. This whole concept of healthiness links to the sole meaning of Twice's name, to be charmed twice, once by beauty and a second by catchy music, which again Twice has not faltered in upholding even 7 years into their career, with hit after hit. And on a personal note, I truly believe that JYP planned for Twice to be a group that grows with their audience, as if you listen to their songs in order, you can almost see 3 stages of a story.
Oh.
Dreaming/thinking about love, being in love, and remembering problems of their experienced love.
That's cool. It's
JYP
kind of, yeah, that makes sense. Because if you were about the same age as them when they debuted, it's like you grew up with them. And their concept grew up as well and changed. But then I'm sure they probably still go back and revisit older sounds as well. So it's probably not that their concept changed. It's more like their concept evolved while still keeping pieces of the old. You know what I mean? Because like when I think of Twice, just because of my personal experience with Twice, I do think of Likey and TT and Heartshaker and those type of songs, just because that's the music that I first heard from them. But yeah, they really have kind of done a bit of everything. And I've also been told that their B-sides, are also incredible. I don't know how many Twice B-sides I've heard. I've heard like the Queen of Hearts one because I reacted to that live clip. It got blocked off of YouTube, so I don't even know if I still have it. It might be uploaded somewhere, like on, I'll try to see if I can find it. But I have been told that they have one of like the most, I've been told that they have some of the best B-sides like in all of K-pop. And I've also been told that their Japanese discography is like, some people even say it's better than their Korean discography. So we're going to have to try to do that. I've reacted to a few of their Japanese things, I believe. But yeah, the Twice journey for me has been kind of like sporadic. So I apologize.
Remembering problems of their experienced love. JYP has always been known for creating idols with golden personalities, as it is one of the core qualities they look for in their trainees.
It's like good at
Even
everything.
focusing on recent times, this may be a
An idol who can remain humble and humane throughout their journey, staying true to themselves and being caring and considerate of their members, their staff, and their fans.
factor as to why Twice is as successful as they are, as their love for their fans, music, and each other is objectively one of the strongest I have seen. This has created an incredibly tight-knit circle, whereby once Twice's fanbase and Twice themselves can comfortably communicate with each other on a level that is close to a friendship, near enough unseen by a lot of idols in the industry. Twice rely on once, and once rely on Twice, and both sides truly understand this. Also,
Aw.
from here on out, it may be more of an information overload for newer onces, so please bear with me.
All right, thanks for the warning.
As I've stated before, Twice's core concept as a group is health. However, this has not stopped them or limited them from exploring new sounds,
Oh my goodness.
new genres, and new styles, unlike
Her
many seem to
visuals.
think. Across 7 years, we've seen title tracks never sound the same, even with some tackling the same type of concept, which is a major feat in itself, having songs for all types of people to enjoy. Some title track genres include bossa nova, future house, EDM, bubblegum pop, retro synthwave, and many more types of genres that are usually mixed together. Now, if we talk about their B-sides and their variations, we would be here for what seems like an eternity. But it's almost like Twice has nearly covered every genre there is to do.
Do they have any sensual R&B, smooth, sexy songs? Because like that's usually kind of what I gravitate towards, but also bubblegum pop, but also dance. All of that sounded good.
A quick look. Rock, contemporary R&B, Latin pop, city pop, hip hop, waltz, trap, jazz, and many, many more again.
Okay.
This results in a very rich listening experience for onces across their albums, as Twice love attempting different genres within albums and not just focusing on one type.
So I'm always going to be honest. I'm always going to be honest with my reactions, but keep that in mind because the groups that kind of do a little bit of everything are usually my favorite groups, but I don't like every song. And I'm not going to like every song. So I love that. I love it when groups are experimental and they do a ton of different genres. I'll always be honest. If they do a genre or a certain vibe of a song I just don't vibe with as much, I'm going to tell you, hey, that wasn't my favorite. That's not personal. That doesn't mean I don't like the group. It just means that I didn't vibe with that concept as much. So I'm always going to let you know.
You never know what to expect next time they come back, and this is one of their best qualities. Across their 173 Korean
That
song
is
journey,
cool when
not
it's
including Japanese songs, English songs, covers, and OSTs. Speaking of which, I think it's very important to highlight Twice's material that isn't necessarily official, as this also shows their talents and versatility in a variety of ways. But
okay.
we'll talk about that later in the video. Now, where did it all start? Twice debuted on the 20th of October 2015 with Like Ooh Ah and mini-album The Story Begins. In the first week, Like Ooh Ah did worse than the company had hoped for, mostly being overlooked by the general public at first. But then a week later, after hype had gathered, it began to steadily pick up and gain attention. Not enough for a huge success story, but just enough attention on Twice for the
What is
life-changing
this?
events that
Are they dancing at a college?
huge success story
This looks like a lecture with a giant chalkboard. Where is this?
story, but just enough attention on Twice for the life-changing events that would come in the following year, 2016. April 2016, Cheer Up.
Cheer
The
up.
song every K-pop fan knows. The song every Korean member of the public knows. Their first comeback. Cheer Up was a national sensation. It was the talk of the country. The catchy melody, the easy dance, and most importantly, Shy 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 went viral, and I'm saying everyone was doing it. Shy 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 went
Those
viral,
my
and I'm
husbands.
saying everyone was doing it. This song alone threw Twice into the role of Korea's national girl group, previously owned by Girls' Generation, the top girl group of the last generation. This was huge for Twice, an unprecedented amount of success, attention, and love, and it only got better. In comes their second comeback in October, TT.
I don't know if I know
2016 was
Cheer
really
Up.
Twice's defining year. There was pressure, there was doubt, but they blew it all out of the water and further surpassed everyone's expectations yet again. For 6 years, it reigned as the most viewed music video of any JYP act ever at 690 million views, being dethroned in 2022 by one of Twice's own songs, What Is Love, their seventh comeback.
TT is still my favorite Twice title track I've ever heard. And TT is in my list of favorite K-pop songs of all times. It's probably like in the top 5. I love TT so much. I used to listen to this song like every single day before I even started my channel and stuff. I've always loved this song.
TT was not only the talk of Korea, but now across the pond in Japan. Everyone was doing the pose.
The music video is cute
Daeun's
too.
catchy- It was the success of Cheer Up all over. It was so popular in Japan, in fact, that in June of 2017, Twice released their first full-length Japanese
Oh, do
version
they have a
ever
Halloween
with
version,
TT,
like a
along
dance
with a newly shot music video,
of TT?
a new stepping stone for their Japanese YouTube channel that was soon about to take off as well. To this day, it is still their third most viewed music video on the Japanese channel. This truly cemented their success and pushed them straight to one of the top groups leading their generation, having only been 1 year. From then on out, every single song Twice put
Dance
out
the Night
was a
Away, I
hit,
know that
seller
song.
after seller, and showed
Fancy.
absolutely no sign of stopping. They were the first ever girl group to win Song of the Year
Do
at
I
the
know
Emma
Talk That
Asian
Talk?
Music Awards 3 times in a row, 2016 for Cheer Up, 2017 for Signal, and 2018 for What Is Love, with the only other group doing so being BTS the following years.
Oh,
They are also the only girl group to win Girl Group of the Year 4 times. at
oh,
Mama in
Nyan with the wet
2016,
hair look.
2018, 2019, and 2021. And further, being the K-pop girl group with the most awarded Daesangs ever, 18, placing them 3rd overall. Daesangs being one of K-pop's highest and most respected awards. So what are the notable turning points and achievements of Twice? They had their Japanese debut in 2017 with One More Time,
I think there's a
debuting at
reaction to
number
that
1
on
the
my
Japanese
channel.
Hot 100 right at release. A feat that would soon become nothing more than standard for Twice's Japanese releases. In 2017, they also
Ugh.
released their first full album titled Twicetagram.
It's my first song I ever heard.
Page. The title track would be Likey, and this is one of their best songs and albums to date.
It's iconic. That's technically the first K-pop song I've ever heard. Technically, Like You by Twice is the first K-pop song I ever heard. If you don't count like Gangnam Style, I've told this story so many times. It just like randomly popped up on my YouTube app on Apple TV. I was like, oh, this is colorful. What's this? Oh, wait, what language is it? And then I just kind of like went down a rabbit hole. I think Likey and TT were the only 2 Twice songs I really listened to back then. Because that's kind of how YouTube works when you're first getting into K-pop, especially on like the TV app. It just like recommends other things and it autoplays other things. And so I think after Twice, I think it autoplayed, I think Blackpink. And so then I went down that rabbit hole. And then it was a couple years. I didn't start my channel until like 2020. Like, right? Yeah, like pandemic time is when I started my channel. So I knew who they were. I knew a couple of their songs, but I didn't really know about K-pop in general, like at all. And so now here I am, all these years later, and I'm like, let's go back and look at Twice, the group that kind of is responsible for getting me into all of this. Let's go back to them.
It really sums up Twice and their earlier style. Like
Hey.
touched on the hardships of social media and societal pressures, while
The
upholding
BB cream
Twice's
pop pop
catchy,
pop.
upbeat song style,
Iconic.
but still conveyed the upsetting message really well. It's one of my all-time favorites. One of their tracks on the album, Rollin', recently gained traction again during Twice's 4th World Tour because
Oh, I know that.
you'll see.
Yeah. I've seen this. Yeah. Yep. Did you hear her? Oh my God. The person recording.
Every song on this album deserves that attention, and if you want a look into Twice's
Okay, so the
early
album is
discography,
good.
This album would be a good start.
Oh, a good start. Okay.
Twice also hit it big in Japan with Candy Pop, their first Japanese comeback in January 2018.
I'm pretty sure I reacted to this too. Yeah.
It's a pure cute concept, with the music video partly an anime that fits nicely with the Japanese idol aesthetics. It clearly appeals to the Japanese and non-Japanese public, as it is the most viewed Japanese song by a K-pop girl group at 163 million views.
Oh, really?
This would truly kickstart their Japanese career. Twice has an insane Japanese discography, and
Oh.
if you eliminate their Korean discography, you would be able to witness their growth and style from the Japanese side alone.
Okay.
Arguably, even being more diverse. They never fail to treat Japan and Japanese fans as their own. writing and composing songs for Japan, promoting on TV shows and award shows, and putting the same amount of quality into everything they do there as they would in Korea. It's truly outstanding to be able to live a double life like they do.
Nice.
2018 would be a very up and down year for Twice, and not in terms of their music or achievements. As the new hottest girl group who were known to release hits quickly and consistently, especially more than other idol groups, this system Twice was following would soon take a toll on their health as a group. Twice would release 5 mini-albums across the year, spanning 29 new songs, with one being a Japanese album.
Wait, 5 mini albums in the same year? In 1 year?
The year, spanning 29 new songs.
That's kind of
with
too
one being
much,
a
y'all.
Japanese album. Onces were beginning to question, is this too much for Twice to handle?
Yeah.
Which also seemed to be the same question Twice themselves were raising. The Mama Award will come around at the end of the year. I just want to leave this speech that Gio made here, so you can truly understand how they were feeling.
같이 이렇게 3년 동안 정말 바쁜 스케줄 하다 보면서 몸도 마음도 특히 올해 많이 지쳐 있었던 것 같은데 네, 이렇게 늘 서로에게 힘이 돼주고 서로 위로가 돼주고 늘 밝은 현장 만들어주는 우리 멤버들에게 정말 너무 고생했다고 너무 고맙다고 얘기하고 싶습니다. 또 저희 트와이스가 여러분들에게 더 좋은 노래들 그리고 에너지 넘치는 무대들 많이 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 진심으로 감사드립니다.
And she was not wrong about coming back better. Twice has only just got started. I mentioned that
Ooh.
Twice is a group that grows with their audience and that they are often limited to Q. Now this was most notably opposed in 2019 with their releases of Fancy and Feel Special.
Oh.
Fancy was a K-pop sensation. It embodies K-pop. Everyone was singing it.
Yeah, that song is a bop.
Everyone was dancing to it, and everyone was tuned in. It was
A
different conceptually and lyrically from their previous releases, being more mature and seductive. With the album, Fancy You, also embodying this newfound maturity in all its songs. Especially in Strawberry, that Chaeyoung wrote, which was basically about hickeys.
Strawberry.
It is the most viewed song in the first 24 hours for Twice, at 42 million, and it's fair to say it opened a new way for them into the American market. It was without a doubt one of Twice's best songs, and the world was realizing this. 2019 was almost a copy
Oh, Apple
of
Music.
2016 for Twice.
Was she rubbing the apple? She's caressing the apples.
2 Korean songs that would become a staple of their career and a year of great success. This second song being Feel Special.
You make me feel special. 세상에 아무리 날 주저앉혀도 그곳 말들이 날지 나도 네가 있어 난 뜻이 없어. That's what you do.
Now, Feel Special is one of the most important songs for Twice and once alike. The song was written by JYP himself for and about Twice and their struggles of idol life.
Oh.
It was their first comeback during Mina's hiatus. Both the members and the fans were unsure if Mina would participate in this comeback, as many idols who go on hiatus seem not to do.
So what is JYP's like relationship with them? I mean, obviously they're his most successful girl group he's ever had. I guess in a way he kind of handpicked them through the show. But it sounds like he's still pretty involved in like their lives. You know what I mean? Like how involved is he with the girls? Is he like, does he care about them? I wanted to say like daughters, but that's kind of, I don't know if that's weird, but you know what I mean? Like how attached is he? Because if he genuinely like loves them, you know, like as humans, then obviously he's gonna make sure they're taken care of. And the fact that the members have been able to like go on hiatuses for health reasons, mental health reasons, like that in itself kind of shows that he cares. Because there have been other idols, even like recently, that just like leave. They had a health reason, they leave the group, they're kicked out of the group. They go on indefinite hiatus and like never come back because of like just health reasons, right? And so for someone to actually be able to do that, but then come back, like still be in the group, I don't know. To some level, I think that shows that he genuinely cares about them, and you know,
participate in this comeback, as many idols who go on hiatus seem not to do. Then Mina's teaser dropped. As a fan, there was no way to describe the feeling and happiness and reassurance from seeing her after many months of radio silence, participating in the music video for fans, even though she was enjoying one of the roughest times of her life. Everyone was entirely grateful, and the song lived up to the hype. An amazing but sentimental dance pop track and album to go with it, featuring a song written by all the members called 2129 to thank and show gratitude for once for being by their side all this time. It was truly one of their most heartfelt and best eras. Now, after 2019, Twice never abandoned their catchy, poppy, youthful type of music, and I hope they never do. But many of their B-sides, music videos and lyrics did begin to change to show different aspects of Twice. Cry For Me is the furthest from Twice's core concept that we have ever gotten, so let's explore this a little.
oh, wait, this is live, right?
Dropped randomly during their Mama 2020 performance to unexpected fans and viewers. It was a revolution.
It sounds
A song
kind of
that
dark.
was originally
Yeah.
going to be scrapped by the company, and a song that may never have been released after Mama if it wasn't for the immense attention and success it gathered. It's a song that explores the concept of heartbreak and annoyance at the romantic interest for not showing any type of emotion during a breakup.
Oh, yeah.
Twice truly conveys this in their emotive choreography for this song. It was well received in Korea, however, it was definitely bigger outside, resulting in Twice having their first US show appearance on The Kelly Clarkson Show.
Well, if you're going to take a sad breakup, if you're going to, you know, angry breakup music, Kelly Clarkson, yeah, it's an obvious choice. Listen, Kelly Clarkson, I grew up listening to her music so much. All of Kelly Clarkson's music, all of her B-sides. I know all of the words to every single Kelly Clarkson song from like the first 3 albums. And a lot of it was angry, depressing, breakup. So Cry For Me sounds like something I will like. Sounds like it's a breakup song, but the person, like he said, no emotion. And I just want to see you cry for me. Like, just show me something to show that like you cared, or like this meant anything, or like was this all just a waste of my time? I love songs like that. Like the emo inside of my heart, you know. The sad teenager who like grew up listening to Evanescence, like he's still in there. So those songs I love.
Resulting in Twice having their first US show appearance on The Kelly Clarkson Show. Although it still doesn't have a music video, so please hurry up with that, JYP.
Well,
this was yet again another turning point for them, and now every time they come back, they would have at least one American TV show or YouTube channel per comeback. Whether
okay.
it be Ellen, Stephen Colbert, or Good Morning America. Twice had been increasing
I
their
think I
buzz and
reacted to
attention
their
since
Jimmy
Rancid,
Fallon
but it was
show.
only getting bigger and quicker from here. Twice's comeback
think it got
continued
blocked.
to grow in success in the West, as in July of 2020, they would come back with more and more with album of the same name. This would be their first US Billboard 200 chart appearance at number 200, selling 6,000 copies in the US. The song was originally going to Zara Larsson, who even recorded a demo, but I'm glad Twice got their hands on it, as it's an incredible dance track with an amazing instrumental. Their second comeback of that year would be their second full album, Eyes Wide Open,
Oh,
featuring the title track and retro synthwave styled I Can't Stop Me.
ugh, so good. I love that song. And I've heard that this album has incredible B-sides.
Arguably one of Twice's top 3 title tracks to date, according to me anyway.
I would agree with that.
It would peak at number 72 on Billboard 200 and sell 14,000 copies, a significant increase from just a few months prior. Their first comeback of 2021, Alcohol Free, and album titled Taste of Love, peaked at number 6 on the Billboard 200, entering the top 10 for the first time ever and selling 46,000 copies. This was an unprecedented jump of number of sales and place on the chart since their last 2 comebacks, and it's only been less than a year. Twice even made an appearance on The Ellen Show, performing Alcohol Free for a US audience.
Yeah, so I honestly did not like Alcohol Free when it first came out. I don't know what it was. I think I just wasn't used to that sound, like the tropical, carefree. I don't know, something about it I just didn't like. But then I kept hearing it and I kept hearing it. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, this is good. Okay, I like that. And then I saw other people like doing covers of it and other and then the song just one day it just clicked and I was like, okay, yeah, this is actually good. Okay, I like this. It's a fun summer song. It's not going to be in my list of like favorite Twice title tracks, but it is iconic and I love it. And I feel like it would be really fun live. So yeah, Alcohol Free. Sometimes songs are like that. I've noticed with Twice. You know, so like don't ever take a first reaction too seriously because a lot of reactors will listen to a song and the first impression will be like, it was okay. I didn't love it. But then like you listen to it again and again and you listen to it while you're editing and you're like, wait a minute. What was I saying in my reaction? Like, this is amazing. That's kind of what happened with Alcohol Free for me.
An appearance on The Ellen Show, performing Alcohol Free for a US audience. It's their second most acclaimed album at 77 on Metacritic and their first appearance on the site. Metacritic being a site that collates album reviews of critics like NME, Sputnik, and Beats Per Minute.
Interesting.
This would all be a big lead up to their longer.
I've always associated Metacritic with video games. This is iconic, yes.
It was a hit. It perfectly embodied Twice and did not stray from their core concept to fit the Western views at all, and it proved successful. It will be their first appearance on the US Hot 100 at number 83. It was their second highest Spotify debut behind their most recent comeback in 2022, and went 38 on the Japanese 100, along with so many more firsts and milestones for the group. The Feels would be featured on their third full album that came after, known as Formula of Love, featuring the title track Scientist.
Oh. I have not heard this one. Don't try to be a
Twice's
genius.
most critically acclaimed album and has a score on Metacritic of 88, being the
Formula
second
of
most acclaimed
Love?
album behind TXT's Freeze at 89.
Okay,
For a long
TXT.
period after the release of Formula of Love, it remained K-pop's most acclaimed album with a score of 91.
Oh, I
But
gotta
this
listen to
recently
that.
dropped due to more reviews being added over time. Formula of Love was also a major success.
Wait, what is that? Is that OT not? O plus T equals love. Did he explain what that meant and I just wasn't... Oh, hold on.
Featured on their third full album that came after, known as Formula of Love, featuring the title track Scientist.
No, he didn't. Okay, he didn't explain what the OT thing was.
Release of Formula of Love, it remained K-pop's most acclaimed album with a score of 91. But this recently dropped.
Oh, okay. Once plus twice equals love. Okay. Big brain. I just had to think about it for a second. Okay. I was trying to make it too complicated. I was like, It looks like it says OT9 if you flip it over, but it could also be an ice cream cone, but no, it's just once plus twice equals love. Someone already commented that because they paused the video and they didn't get to this point yet. So if you're that person, you can delete the comment because I figured it out.
Due to more reviews being added over time. Formula of Love was also a major success and maybe Twice's most diverse piece of work today. It also features for the first time ever unit songs by the members, being 3 songs of 3 members.
Oh,
Push and Pull by Sana, Gio and
well,
Dahyun.
that sounds... Ooh.
Hello by Nayeon, Chaeyoung and Momo.
No. Nope. Too much.
And
We can't handle that
132
one.
by Jonghyun, Sui and Mina.
132. Oh.
Each
Oh, that one was a vibe. This one has some
each
flavor.
showcasing a completely different side of Twice,
Yeah.
with Hello being the most opposite to Twice's original colour, being hip hop and trap.
Yeah, it was.
This was also the first time we had any official songs that didn't involve all 9 members. It was also the spearhead.
Those 3
album
songs were
for
all
their
completely
fourth world
different.
tour that came not long after, whereby Twice was so successful in the US at this point that they added the Bank of California Stadium as an encore to the tour due to the high ticket demand,
Wait.
and then adding a second day of the
Okay.
encore due to tickets selling in minutes, averaging around 50,000 people in the queue, and being the first K-pop girl group to tour at a US stadium.
Wow.
At the time of this video, Nayeon is the first and only member of Twice to debut solo. She debuted with a self-titled album, Im Nayeon, or I'm Nayeon, with the title track Pop. Nayeon seemingly worked on this for around 6 months or so, whilst pumping out a multitude of other songs for Twice
Yeah.
and doing a tour.
That's crazy.
It was a big moment for them, as Twice had stated many a times that they had no intention of going solo. Twice was so collected as a group, in fact, that they didn't have solo accounts until a month before Nayeon's solo.
So,
So they went at least 6 years with a group Instagram account.
I love pop, right? And I don't want anyone to think this is... Don't be weird about this, but I'm curious why Nayeon first? I'm curious if this is something that like she pushed, like she really wanted to do a solo, or if, because like they said, she's kind of like the face of the group a lot of times. A lot of people think of Nayeon first when they think of Twice. She's a very popular member, so I'm wondering if JYP wanted her to do a solo debut first, because like he felt like she'd be the most successful or like very successful. You know what I mean? I'm wondering why she was the first member to get a soloist, or maybe she just wanted it the most. I don't know. But let me know. I think it would be cool to see all of them eventually do solos to even get a better feel for all of their own individual like flavors and styles and stuff. Let me know. I think sometimes it's just random who debuts first solo, but let me know if you have any idea.
Nayeon solo. So they went at least 6 years with a group Instagram account. This shows that 2022 was truly a year that Twice was beginning to explore their individuality, which the company had been hesitant to do for a long time, as it had backfired in the past. Coming out during a time where K-pop was focusing on retro synths and Y2K trends, Nayeon seemed to take it back a few years, bringing back the infectious bubblegum pop of 2017 and 2018.
And we appreciated it.
It was a bigger success than what the company and non-fans were expecting it to be, resulting in Nayeon being the most streamed female K-pop artist of 2022,
Aw.
winning Best Female Artist at Mama 2022, gaining a 78 on Metacritic, being
Nice.
the first and only female K-pop soloist to do so.
Oh,
and
Weinstein
many,
is on
many
the
other
album too?
record-breaking achievements. August 2022 would then introduce Talk That Talk,
Yes, this is also incredible.
an album titled Between 1 and 2. This was their first comeback after their contract renewal, being a sentimental moment for Onces and Twices alike, as not many groups, girl groups especially, make it past the 7-year mark, even the most successful ones. It was recently found out that the girls didn't know each other had renewed until the day Onces found out, making it all the more wholesome. So whilst morale was high, they dropped their 11th mini-album.
Okay, so they beat the 7-year
Talk That Talk is
curse.
definitely one of my top 3 title tracks of Twice boasting a Y2K aesthetic. It is one of their most successful albums, being number 3 on Billboard 200, selling 100,000 units in the US within their first week, 16 times higher than their first ever entry 2 years ago. It was also their first time reaching 1 million pre-orders, and due to the success of Between 1 and 2, by the end of the year, they were the best-selling and most streamed girl group on Spotify that year, showcasing
Nice.
their immense Western growth. Now we come to their most recent comebacks at the time of this video,
Oof.
an English single
Ma'am.
named Moonlight Sunrise, which would land at number 84 on the Hot 100.
I don't know how to say this. All of the songs on your playlist. This feeling so hard to explain.
See the smoothness of this? I don't know how to say this. I hope the songs on your play, like that smooth section. I kind of want to hear more Twice songs that sound like that, the entire song, like smooth, kind of like sensual, maybe some R&B. That's the kind of vibes I want to hear more of, because I know that they can do everything else, right? I know that they can slay the bubblegum pop, the dance, the even like the rock, like Queen of Heart. The live I reacted to, that was like a Avril Lavigne type pop rock vibe. I love all of those things, but I haven't really heard them do anything that was more, you know, like R&B, soulful. You know what I mean? So I hope to discover some of that either on the title tracks or on the B-sides.
All of the songs on your playlist. This feeling so hard to explain. I don't even know how to talk right now. Yes, I need your cut right now. I want you to hear me say, moonlight, sunrise, baby, come be my sunlight.
It would also
Yeah,
earn them the
that
Billboard
sounds
Women
good.
Music Award named Breakthrough Artist.
She's making noise right now.
Hey,
Did you see a mouse? No, she's that excited for Twice. Yes.
what is this dress?
Love it.
Where they would attend the award ceremony.
Listen, it's not, you know what? Anyway, these Americans are just, they're just not used to it. Those type of responses. Someone says, you know, someone says your fave's name and you scream. And then, you know, shook.
Love it.
Where they would attend the award ceremony in America and perform Moonlight Sunrise in the presence of artists
The
like
Billboard
Rosalia,
Music
SZA,
Women's.
and Lana Del Rey.
Oh,
Moonlight Sunrise will be
wait, hold on. Lana Del Rey.
like Rosalia, SZA, and Lana Del Rey.
They were with the Queen?
Moonlight Sunrise will be included in Twice's small lineup of R&B songs, and it clearly did them well.
Yeah, it is, I
Their
guess.
follow-up album to this is titled Ready to Be, with the main track being Set Me Free.
Ooh. It's so good.
This would be their most successful album to date, surpassing 1.7 million pre-orders, a
Really?
major increase from their last album only a matter of months ago.
Wait, did Onces just grow up and get jobs? and now they could buy the, because like it seems like album sales were always good, but like they had 1 million on the, and now it's like 1.7 million. So like what changed? Obviously they got more popular. People are excited about the music, but like what? You know what I mean? People just got more money. What happened? Because I feel like in general, a lot of times this is just a generalization and this may be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when it comes to pre-order numbers, and I don't care about any of this stuff really, charts and numbers and stuff, like, it's impressive. It's good for the groups to have achievements and to see, all of that's good, but I don't necessarily care as much about those things. For me, what's most important is that I vibe with the music, the members are happy and healthy and successful. Because like pre-order numbers and like streaming numbers, a lot of times that stuff is just kind of used for fan wars. And like, yes, it's impressive. I think that's amazing. But you know what I mean? I tend to not focus on that as much. But there definitely, something happened between the last one and this one to go from like 1 million to 1.7 million. Something happened. And I think that's really cool. But I was going to say, in general, I feel like I see boy groups being more successful when it comes to like pre-orders and stuff like that. I don't see a whole lot of, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just because I have been following a lot more boy groups recently. But yeah, I feel like that's very impressive for the pre-orders.
Pre-orders, a major increase from their last album only a matter of months ago, as well as numerous streaming and charting records for Twice. It was a statement to their continuous growth. This would also be the spearhead album for their 5th world tour, which is currently taking place, where they will cross some of Asia, Australia, North America, and thankfully Europe for the first time.
They would be fun to see
I'm
live.
still hoping they do more Asian dates and South American dates as well.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
iconic, them on the
record-breaking tour,
screens.
seeing Twice as the first girl group ever to perform and sell out at SoFi Stadium and MetLife Stadium, both with a capacity of 50,000 for the tour.
Wow.
It also has 1 million attendees across a relatively small amount of stops, so a lot of us are hoping for more countries with increased venue size.
Yeah.
Lastly, the J line of Twice, Mina, Sana and Momo, known as Mi-San-Mo,
Mi-San-Mo.
have just debuted on the 25th of July with their album Masterpiece, being Twice's first official subunit.
What's the song called?
Do Not Touch, the title
Do Not
track,
Touch, okay.
was released on July 14th, a week prior to the album.
Oh. Wait, remember when I said I wanted more sensual R&B? Maybe it's the subunit. The song is called Do Not Touch. It sounds like...
It's a very mature concept, tackling the issues of consent,
Yeah.
further showing an aspect of Twice's growth.
Yes, you can watch me, but you can't touch me. We're talking about consent. We're also talking about boundaries. Obviously, I haven't heard the song. I don't know in full context, but it's important to have boundaries. Just because you love someone and you're obsessed with them and you know everything about them doesn't mean that you have permission to touch them if you see them in public. You know what I mean? So I wonder if it's kind of talking about that too. I thought their song was called Marshmallow, though. Why do I feel like it was called Marshmallow?
Growth. The J-Line are some of the most famous people in Japan, so attention is incredibly high, and they will sure deliver during its promotional weeks. At the time of recording, Mi-San-Mo have just smashed Twice's iTunes
Mi-San-Mo.
record, being Twice's second song to go #1 on the worldwide iTunes albums chart, charting top 3 in the US.
I remember
UK,
when that
and
came
France, and going #1 in 20 other countries. The J-Line also had a hand in the making of the album, each writing a song for it, choosing the concept, clothes, and covering.
Wait, is that connected to the TT music video where she's a mermaid? Because that kind of looks like when she's sitting... Who was the mermaid in the TT music video?
Had
Was
a
it
hand
her?
in the making of the album, each writing a song for it, choosing the concept, clothes, and covering all other creative aspects.
Oh, that's
enhancing their
gorgeous.
artistry. We discussed some of Twice's comebacks over the past years, but what are some of the projects they're involved in? First, let's talk collaborations.
Okay.
Nayeon, Chaeyoung, Jio, and Sana collaborated with League of Legends in a song called I'll Show You,
Oh.
featuring Becca Boom and Anika Wells. Nayeon also collaborated with Felix from Stray Kids on No Problem.
There's a music video? Felix clearing his throat.
Ain't no problem for love tonight. Come and ride with me, we can dance tonight. Yeah.
Hey,
As well as
that
Korean
sounds
rapper
good.
Wonstein in Love Countdown.
Wait. 우리 서로 맘을 확인하기 전.
I like
both of which are
Wonstein.
on her self-titled solo album. Twice also collaborated with Lux, a Japanese hair product brand, to
Oh.
create probably one of the best Japanese songs of all time.
They do have good
Just Be
hair.
Yourself.
Like her face didn't change at all, but like we're just gonna pretend like she wasn't just singing like that. She sounded very good. It was very powerful, but like effortless. Just be yourself.
On to covers. Twice covered Jackson 5's Want You Back,
Oh.
even coming out with a music video and a Spotify release.
That feels random.
They've also done many covers in their Melody Project series, whereby a member chooses a song they want to cover and uploads it to their
Was
YouTube
that how they
channel.
did the Taylor Swift one?
Some come with a music video and some don't. Some examples being Chewie covering Taylor Swift, Chaeyoung to Justin Bieber, and Nayeon to Ariana Grande.
Oh, so it's usually Western
they also
artists.
have performance projects similar to Melody Projects, which is mostly focused on the dance side of Twice.
Oh,
This is a more
ma'am.
recent project for Twice, with Momo being the first to do so in February 2021, with Geo following suit in
Oh.
May of the same year. Whilst not being performance projects, there are two other videos I'd like to highlight. Momo was featured in the whole music video for Yuka DD's song Superhero, and Momo, Chaeyoung and Chewie did a dance cover to Ariana Grande's Bloodline.
Oh, that song is so good.
And Momo, Chaeyoung and Chewie did a dance cover
I
to
love that
Ariana
song.
Grande's Bloodline. Twice have also made OSTs, or original soundtracks, which are mostly used in K-dramas. As I stated before, Geo has made 3 of these solo, and they are I Fly, Stardust Love Song, and A Strange Day,
Okay.
all being well received among the Korean public and the watchers of their respective K-dramas. Geo, Chewie, Nayeon and Chaeyoung sang an OST by the name of Daring Woman.
Daring
And
Woman.
Jonghyun also featured on an OST with her sister, Sungyeon, by the name of My Dream Class.
Her sister, Sungyeon. Okay, is her sister in a group or a soloist, or is her sister just her sister?
Featured on an OST with her sister, Sungyeon, by the name of
Sungyeon and Jonghyun. Stop, their names are cute.
My Dream Class. Twice as a group also have the OST I Love You More Than Anyone, a
Oh.
beautiful song for the K-drama Hospital playlist.
I love you more than anyone. That's what I say to my cat.
This isn't a project, but is nice to know in terms of how well Twice looks after their fans across numerous countries. Twice as a
Alright.
group have many versions of their songs in multiple languages. All of their title tracks have a Japanese version, excluding their most recent, Talk That Talk and Set Me Free.
That's cool.
They have 4 English versions of their Korean title tracks, being More and More, I Can't Stop Me, Cry For Me, and Set Me Free. They also have a few Korean versions of their non-Korean songs with The Feels, Breakthrough, and BDZ to name a few.
BDZ.
Continuing with Twice's projects, what does the future hold? It was just confirmed that Geo, the leader, will be taking on her first solo album, dropping on August 18th with the title track Killing Me Good and album Zone. It will be Twice's second ever solo debut.
Wait,
Will be taking on her first solo album.
Did that come
dropping on
out?
August 18th.
I
with
guess
the
it
title
did.
track Killing Me Good and album Zone. It will be Twice's second ever solo debut, and there's no better or a more ready person than Geo.
Why didn't I
We
hear
have
about
very
that?
limited information so far, so please keep updated. It is also predicted for Twice to have their next group comeback around October or November of 2023, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, the pre-release song just came out. I haven't heard it yet. And the album says February 23rd, so I'll probably wait until the album comes out and then just do the pre-release and the title track together. I don't know. I don't usually react to pre-release songs by themselves, because I don't like releasing short videos, as you can tell by this hour plus long guide reaction.
Finally, Twice is a group that has never failed to grow as an artist in the last 7 years and clearly show no sign of stopping anytime soon. With their newfound focus and success in the Western market and the consistent backing of Asia, I will not be surprised when they continue to reach new heights with every comeback. And for the new onces out there, I hope you will be the ones to witness their success and follow them on their journey from here on out, because Twice are no longer just K-pop idols, they're global artists, legends.
Legends. Oh. That was good.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize for the mic audio throughout the video. I'm literally recording this on my iPhone using voice memo.
Y'all go subscribe to his channel. He needs the AdSense money. Well, okay, first of all, sorry. That was rude. It didn't sound bad. It sounded fine. I honestly wouldn't have thought about it until he said that. And also, he's not going to make any money with copyright content. Reactors don't make any money. I was joking. But here's the thing. I loved that guide. It was really well done. And these type of guides are my favorite when it's like the human, when the person is speaking, because you can hear their passion. And it's very clear that this person obviously loves Twice, and you can feel that passion in the guide. So that makes it more enjoyable for me to watch rather than just like computer voice person. There are definitely some things that I wish would have been added in the guide, but I understand it's a 9-member group. They've been around forever. If he was going to include all of the things that I wanted to know, it would have been like 3 hours long. But things I have questions about are like variety content. Does Twice have their own show? Do they upload, like Run BTS or Skiz Code, or like, how groups have their own weekly or monthly or whatever variety show? Does Twice have something like that? It would have been cool to get like a little bit of background from each member, like there was, I guess. Do any of the members act? Has anyone like acted in dramas? But yeah, this guide was really good. It's pretty much impossible. They've been around since 2015, so trying to cram 8.5 years worth of stuff into a 46-minute video, I think that's pretty incredible that he was able to do it so succinctly, and I really enjoyed it. Sorry, I'm going to his channel to see. Finding Twice, because I liked his style and his delivery. Okay, so that's it. Okay. I was trying to see if there were like individual solo guides or anything else, but I really enjoyed that. I hope that you stick around and that you'll enjoy Twice Week. I'm filming this in advance, so this is being recorded. By the time you're seeing this, this was recorded a while ago, so that I give myself time to have the entire series pre-recorded. So feel free. You can always leave me your comments and suggestions. And if it's not already on the things that I've reacted to for Twice Week, I will look it up and add it to my watch later playlist. But I hope you guys are excited. This is a group that I have always enjoyed. I've loved most of the songs I've heard from them, and if I didn't love it, I've enjoyed it. I haven't really ever heard a song from Twice that I just didn't like. And I always kind of knew that I would vibe with the members. So now I just got to get all their faces down and learn more about them. So yeah, bear with me if throughout Twice Week, if I'm still getting someone's name wrong or mixing someone up with someone else, I apologize. I definitely have Chaeyoung down now. I know that that's not Chewy. I don't know why I got those two mixed up, but some of the members that I knew less about, like Sana, Momo, Jihyo, Daehyun, like some of those I might still get them mixed up, but we'll get there. By the end of Twice Week, I should be able to know all of them. I'm definitely going to check out some of the title tracks I haven't seen yet. Maybe we'll do some dance practices, some live performances. I'm not sure if we'll do full album reactions or not because of copyright and just because there's so much stuff, but we'll figure it out. This is the first video I'm recording in the series. I know I said it was all pre-recorded, but I haven't recorded them yet. But by the time you're seeing this, it's already all recorded. So I'm going to go. Check out my Twice playlist for my previous reactions, and I will see you guys at the same time tomorrow for day 2 of Twice Week. Bye.